Hi, this is W. Adam Mandelbaum, and I'm here to talk about my new book, Unholy Matrimony, and give you an idea about some of the contents therein. I think this book will interest you. It may scare you, but it is definitely worth reading. The basic theme of this book is how science, by taking over the territory and the traditional parameters of sorcery, will now create a society that is completely unequal, that is two-tiered, where there will be the masters and the slaves. And I want to give you an idea of some of the subjects covered where science has taken over from sorcery and will change our lives, your lives, forever. The first chapter is entitled The Method to the Madness, Psychophysics. Psychophysics deals with the effect of color and shape, among other things, on the human psychology and on the human physiology. And it gives us an insight as to why some of the things we've done in ritual were done, and some of our hardwiring in ritual creation. But now science is analyzing this, science is taking it over, and can make ritual much more effective and more streamlined. The next chapter is called Paging Dr. Dolittle, and this deals with a look at the animal world and how they have rituals and how their rituals have evolved into our rituals. It is not just the human being that conducts rituals such as mating and fighting. Also, it deals with interspecies communication, which is a growing field and will teach us many things, not only about ourselves and the animals, but our world and our origins. The next chapter is entitled One Pill Makes You Larger, and it deals with how pharmacology is changing the human being. It is enhancing the human being. It is creating, in some instances, a superhuman being. The next chapter is called Demons, Dogma, Delusion, or DMT, and it deals basically with the fact that the machine elves that are seen during DMT trips might just be the demons of old. It deals with how DMT might not just be a super hallucinogenic, but a portal into an existing extra-dimensional world with which we can communicate. Next chapter is entitled I, Robot, and it deals with transhumanism, how metal and meat are getting together to create a superhuman. The next chapter is called Artificial Intelligence and Real Magic, and it gives examples and it deals with how AI can construct rituals, can aid in visualization, and can aid in divination. The next chapter is called Brain Training Day. And in this chapter, we're dealing with mind-reading machines and how they are evolving, and how through science, we are able to read and see the thoughts of a brain, and how that might be used in the future, both beneficially and for malevolent purposes. The next chapter is called Science for Silliness, Radionics, and Psychotronics. If you're familiar with those terms, those are basically dealing with machine-aided sorcery. The next chapter is called Information Please Demons. And this theorizes that what we call demons might be information clusters and not necessarily self-aware beings. The final chapter is called From Black Cat to Schrodinger's Cat, and it deals with quantum theory and how it may impact sorcery. For example, quantum entanglement may mirror sorcery in that distant particles may still influence each other. Just like what a sorcerer might do in one part of the world could affect someone else in the other part of the world. And the whole book together deals with how science, in its quest to accomplish what sorcery has done, may and probably will create a society that's undreamed of and not a beneficial one. It's where those who have the money and the power to access science augmented sorcery will rule the world and will rule those who don't. This is a book that's worth reading. It's an important book. I'd like you to consider buying it. Thank you.